So we actually see the continuation of Yuta's past, where her village was burned down, but then she woken up from her sleep, actually learning about Shanks, as she actually went through the letter that she actually have, and then she wrote that into the song, which turns into the lyrics of the music that we actually heard in the movie. And then another cover story of Dog, Tooth, and Oven confronting the Von Smoke family as they're about to escape, which they're actually getting ready to battle them, in which they're getting ready for another battle in Chocolate Town. So we're actually going to see what's actually going to happen in the story right now, which after the battle of the border where Momonosuke have defeated Greenhorn, we see Raizo and Shinobu are fighting for their lives because they're actually was malnourished because of his force abilities, as they are actually on the brink of death, knowing that we actually see how they're about to survive his attacks, by which means that we actually see where Kimon is actually been, because he actually say that Okubori town had been burned to ashes, but he is very thankful that Suru is still alive, even though she actually has a scar on the side of her face where she was burned, which she heard about Kimon has returned, which she's planning on returning to the capital because she wanted to be by his side again, which he is very happy to see her beauty again, in which of course, knowing how Carrot is actually here, which Dogstorm wants her to be the next ruler of the Mokomo dukedom, which she is actually happy, but at the same time is surprised that she actually was chosen by the role, which Wanda is going to be the leader as well, which Dogstorm and Cat Viper decided to stay in Wano to serve as Odin's servants as well, and also to protect Momonosuke, which she actually deserved that title, which she will lead the next generation, and which she actually is will be trusted by the Musketeers, even though how Perrault's spirit lives within her, knowing of which they actually are going to protect Soul as well. Meanwhile, we see Suyaki reveal to Momonosuke and Hayuri that he is their grandfather, which they're actually is surprised to learn that their grandfather is still alive, which he said that he is also the spinning image of Owen as well. Which, of course, knowing how they lost their father, but now they actually meet their grandfather as well. So we knew how they actually going to learn about their parents. However, Robin told them that Pluton is still in Wano, which the blueprints that Frankie burned, spoiler alert, in Abby's lobby was actually just the blueprints. But Luffy actually doesn't want Pluton, even though they actually wanted to see it. However, we see Shinobu survived the attack, and she was completely beautiful again, which we see Otama becoming Shinapu's apprentice, which she'll become strong enough to join his crew the next time they meet, which of course her skills will be trained by Shinapu as well. Plus, of course, we see Kawabo in Wano as well, which he's actually learned that Pluton is in Wano, which of course we knew what he's planning on to do with that power. Then we see the few days later, we knew how Momonosuke planning on rebuilding the country, knowing of what will happen, which of course he is happy that the repairs are still complete, which he actually going to meet up with the Straw Hats, but they have already left, knowing that they didn't leave a note as well, which they already had said their goodbyes, meaning they've actually headed towards the port where Luffy, Law, and Kid heard that they were actually had their log posts into three different locations: the northeast, the east, and the southeast. Which, knowing that the fact that they actually have different locations of where they're actually headed towards, in which, of course, we knew how they've actually realized of where they're actually going. But kids say that the emperors are eyesore, in which we knew he said that the only thing that makes him angry is Buggy himself, who actually created an organization called Cross Guild, which he is actually the leader, along with Crocodile and Mihawk, who also joined the organization, which Zoro never thought that he would actually join Buggy. Of course, we knew how important Buggy really is. However, he actually created the organization to create bounties on the Marines, knowing that they were really hunted, which they're now actually becomes different for pirates as well. However, Kid actually got the copy of the road poneglyph, knowing that Law gave him this. So we knew how they will actually head towards the One Piece, knowing of the fact that they were actually headed over there, by which they knew that they were actually go to that man, by which the one who gave him the scar, and knowing how we knew how all this means trouble. However, we see Yamato shouting from the rooftop and actually telling them that she's actually getting ready to join the Straw Hats when she actually get ready to leave as well, like Odin once did. So we actually learned three things. One, from the stories of the cover, that we see more of Yuta's story, how she was rescued by Shanks and take her to the village where Luffy is, and now continue to write the lyrics of the song. Then we learn how the rest of the family, which is Big Mom, is Dogtooth and Oven, get ready to battle Sanji's family, in which they're about to head to a battle as well. However, we actually see how Buggy created an organization, which, of course, Crocodile and Mihawk have joined him, called Cross Guild. And it's actually an organization where they actually create bounties for the Marines. in which the hunters has now become the hunted. So we knew that there is an old saying, an eye for an eye. So right now, we knew how the Marines is going to get their just desserts. However, we see at the end of the chapter of Yamato getting ready to set towards the seas and join the Straw Hats, which she was about to do what Odin did before. So we're going to see what's going to happen on the next chapter the week after next week after the break. So anyway, like this video, subscribe for more, and comment what you think about the manga chapter. You guys can also follow me on Twitter, Instagram, Tumblr, and my Facebook page and Twitch. Until then, this is Anime Guys right here saying sign out. Laters and be safe.